Alright, so today is Sunday, November 15th, 2025. It's currently like 8:07 in the morning. Got home from work, walked the dog. Uh, yeah, haven't done 3D printing in a couple of days, which is fine. Thing needed a break anyways. Brand new and it's been working its butt off. Sorry, I'm thirsty. So obviously I just got home from work. It's a bit brisk out there, even though it's like 50 degrees, it's still chilly. Fall is definitely upon us. Yeah. So saw the cute OGP girl last night. Not a big deal. Doesn't really speak to me that much, or at all, really. Just fine. It is what it is. I don't even know if she knew I was there tonight, but it is what it is. Didn't see the cute customer again for what, week 3 or 4 now. But you know, it is what it is. So, but the other one, C, that I work with on overnights, boggles my mind. She has been like weirdly flirty with me the last couple days. I don't work directly with her. In fact, she works pretty much on the opposite side of the store as I do. Yesterday, she was being all flirty and doing whatever, and I was like, this is weird. Whatever. I'm gonna give you the finger. She gave it right back. She's hella cool, but you know, hella pretty. But I don't think she's into me. I think she views me more as a brother or a coworker. I'm not 100% certain, and I'm leaving it as it is. It's not really my place because I think she's married for one. But today I was sitting there. It was either at break or, yeah, it was at break because I was pretty much by myself at lunch. I was listening to a story one of my coworkers was telling her boss as we walked in the door. And she happened to be sitting there talking with one of the new girls over in pharmacy, sitting on the benches. And I happened to be looking that direction, but I really wasn't looking at her. I was looking at the guy telling the story. And she looked over and just like literally just sticks her tongue out at me. I was like, what the hell? Which I didn't mind. It was just like, caught me off guard because I'm pretty much, I don't know. I always felt it was persona non Nikki, but it was Nookie, but it was flirty. So I was very confused. I don't know. It was weird. Definitely different. So the truck was apparently 5 cold chain, and 2 dry, which I thought was really weird because, like, initially it was the weirdest start to my morning I've had in a while, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. First, to start out with, I would check the meat back room. There was a pallet of cold chain, which I could left out. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was like mandarin oranges. So I left it out, not thinking anything of, or wasn't going to think anything of it, but I looked at it and I noticed there was mushrooms, and their coach happened to be, still there. So I'm like, when did the truck arrive? And he thought I was just going to get like bamboozle him with some bullshit. I'm like, here's the thing. There's a pallet of citrus, and he was about to cut me off, and I went, hang on. I don't care that it's there. It's not a big deal. However, there's cold chain on it. And he was like, oh. I went, that's why I want to know. There's a bunch of mushrooms that come on that pallet, and I've seen at least 2 cases. And he was like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm asking. Because I have to throw that away potentially, and I don't want to. I ended up having to throw it away. Because by the time I got to it a few minutes later, touched it, and I could tell that it was warm, that it was definitely out of cold chain, so I ended up having to toss it. It ended up being like 24 8-ounce sliced white mushrooms and a case of 16-ounce sliced mushrooms, which is another 8. So I got rid of like 32 mushrooms. And I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah. I didn't know exactly how to process that. Then, I was sitting there also going, that's weird though. I only have one dry pallet. Turns out I had one random buried weird, I didn't even see pallet, didn't even know existed. And this one is where it bites the morning crew in the ass. Is they're like, you have a pallet. I'm like, no, we have a pallet. If you saw it, why didn't you drag it down? It is your responsibility. I am your crutch, not the person that's supposed to be doing this. What the fuck? And so I ended up pulling it down, working it, because they're lazy bastards. And, well, they ended up having to put the rest away, and I know it irked them, because I'm like, fuck you. Don't be an asshole, not a team player. And this is what's gonna bite you. So, yeah. My coach ended up telling him to put it away. And I went and worked frozen meats, so, yeah. That is how my night went. Confusing, random, and just obnoxious. So, and flirty for some reason. So, I don't know. Anyways, that's all I really got for today. I shall catch you all tomorrow. Later. GoPro, stop recording.